So I've got the K&F Concept camera clamping mount. The listing here is K&F Concept camera clamp mount, super clamp mount, magic arm with two 360-degree ball heads, ARRI 1/4 inch screw threads for DSLRs, action camera, tripod, phone, compatible with GoPro DJI Insta360. So yeah, it's got the mount where you can mount it to any pole or hard object like a desk side. It's got the two balls with this magic arm concept that they have, and then a 1/4 inch screw that'll go into the bottom of pretty much anything that you have. I currently have the action camera mount on it for my Osmo Action 5 Pro, which I'm using to film this. And I've just got a couple of issues with it that I wanted to point out. And I'll start with kind of like the minor issues and kind of work my way up. First of all, I've only used this one single time, and it was in a static environment where I attached it to my tripod and I had my Osmo 5 filming alongside my main camera, and I just had this statically attached. I rotated the balls upward like this and just had it filming alongside my camera for redundant footage. So the first issue I have is that this rubber gasket here on the ball is already deteriorating. I've used it one time. On that side and this side, there's a chunk taken out of it. I don't know how that happened or when, but basically that's already kind of degrading. That's a little disappointing. It came with two spares, but if that's how fast one degraded, I'm not really confident about how long it'll last. Secondly, it's got this like locking turnstile for the 1/4 inch screw to go into the mount mechanism, and I'm able to just lightly pull on it to undo it. Now when I tightened it, I used a little tool to give this some extra torque to tighten that and lock it in, and then I'm just able to twist it off very easily, and it just doesn't really give me any confidence in its ability to stay. The biggest issue I have is with the clamp. So I kind of like how far it opens up, but honestly I wish it opened up a little bit more and that these teeth came out further just to be able to grip onto more surfaces, but as it stands, I do kind of like it. So the issue is with its grip strength. So I've got this glass jar or whatever, and I'm going to just show you kind of the issue. I've got it attached and I'm going to tighten it, but oh no, the thumb screw screws off in the tightening direction. And so that's how loose it is. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got some indentations from where I used a clamp to hold this down while I tightened this in the opposite direction so that it would be as tight as possible in this direction, so that when I turned it this direction, it wouldn't come loose. But as you can see, it already has, and it just doesn't stay on. So I thought about potentially using something like JB Weld, mixing these together, gooping it in there, tightening it on really tight, and then leaving it overnight to cure. But I don't know if that's really worth it. This was not very cheap, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or not. It's been kind of disappointing overall. I was really excited for it, but it just has a couple of design flaws that I'm not really in love with. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this thing. I just want to point out that I feel like I shouldn't have to make any alterations to an item that I bought in order to make it usable, which is why I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not. So now I got to do is let it cure, and then maybe I'll test it out and see if it works enough that I'm going to like it. But I don't know. I feel like I'm going to ultimately return this and get something else. Either way, if you found this useful, maybe like it or share it with somebody else. And thanks for watching this.